Hi, welcome back to yoga. Make sure you grab your things that you need for yoga and let's get ready. Taking a few deep breaths as we come down to the floor. Finding easy cross-legged style. Maybe open legs, it depends on your body, your joints. Always be in tune with your own boundaries, your body. And wherever you're at, let's try to lengthen through the spine here. Let the shoulders roll down and back. And let's close our eyes and come to a centered breath. Just bringing it all inward, letting go of that outside world, of the things, the chaos that might be happening, worries, just letting it all go today. Let's start to move into our three-part breath. So our three-part breath, from the navel down, we're going to inhale and expand. Then we're going to continue to expand to the midsection, from the navel to the sternum tip. And then starting to expand all the way through the chest and shoulders. As we exhale, we're starting at the chest, shoulders sinking back down. Then the midsection, all the way down into the low pelvis. Again, inhale, starting at the bottom. Moving all the way to the chest and shoulders. And exhaling, chest, shoulders, midsection, all the way down into the low pelvis. Inhaling. And let's exhale. Inhale. And exhale from the shoulders down. Last one, inhale. And exhale, moving down. All the way down to the pelvis. And then just take a deep cleansing breath. Exhale, relax those shoulders. We're going to come into the sound Om, a long ah sound with a humming at the end. So let's go ahead and inhale to Om. Inhale to Om. today's centered thought as we come in touch with our breath is I am fully present with myself and others. I am fully present with myself and others. All right, let's start to release the arms. Let's inhale, lengthen up and over. And exhale, we're going to hinge forward at the hips and just bring the fingertips and the arms down, hinging at the hips, heart forward. Inhale, let's lift back up. And exhale, hinge forward at the hips, heart leads, flat back. Inhale, let's lengthen back up and over. And exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, lengthen up and over. And let's exhale, twist open to one side. Inhale, forward and front. Exhale, open to the other side. Inhaling, forward and front. Exhale, again, open to the side. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale, let's open and lengthen forward and front. And exhale, bring the hands back down. We're going to cross the legs the opposite direction. Take a nice deep breath, hanging onto the knees. Don't worry if you didn't have crossed legs, you can still open up the legs, nice and comfortable, and still hang onto the knees or the legs. Let's exhale to cat. Navel to spine, chin into chest, round through the pelvis. Let's inhale. We're going to take it all the way forward into cow. So roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows and scapulas together towards the midsection, towards the mid-spine. Draw the heart forward. And we're coming back to an exhale in cat. Compression, navel to spine, chin into chest, round through the back. Inhale, let's move into that expanding cow. Draw the shoulder blades back, elbows in towards the midsection. You can even bring that gaze forward. And exhale, coming back into cat. Inhale, moving into cow. Expansion breath here. Exhale, moving into cat, compression. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Let's inhale, come into a flat back, lengthen through the spine. We're going to bring one hand down, opposite hand comes up, lengthens over, bend that elbow. Keep the back lengthened as we stretch over to the side. That palm on the ground can help support us a little. Let's go ahead and lift all the way back up through center. Move into the opposite side. Hand supports, elbow can soften or bend, or you can glide that hand over. Coming back up to center. Exhale. Moving with the breath here. Inhale. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale to the side. Glutes stay stable, knees stay open. Inhale, lengthen up. Keep those glutes grounded on the floor. Exhale. And let's inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Let's release the hands, draw the chin into chest. And then inhale, let's lift the chin, lift the gaze. Expand through the chest, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, chin into chest. Keep the navel tucked in, draw the shoulders back. Expanding breath, exhale, chin into chest. Inhale, expand and lift. And let's exhale, come to neutral. We're going to move into all fours here. So coming to the side, coming to all fours. And as we find our joint alignment, whether it's fists for wrists, or spread through the palms, or even forearms down to the ground. We're coming into our windmill, so find your alignment, and let's inhale and lift it up. One side lifts all the way up. Remember, this can also be done on the forearms, so I'll do the first one with the forearms. Exhale, bring it down, stabilize that side. Let's inhale the opposite side. Take another breath, and let's exhale, bring it down. So you can see this can be done on the forearms. I'll go ahead and do it a second time on the forearms. Inhale, lifting up. And this time we're going to just take one breath. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, opposite side. Exhale, let's take it back down. And now show on the palms of the hands or fists. Inhale, let's hold it for 3 breaths this time. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And let's exhale, bring it down. Switching sides, 3 breaths, inhale. And let's exhale, bring it down. We want to move into our sunbird, so keep the stance, whether it be on the forearms, hands, or fists. Point one toe up, or one side up, and you're going to take that, you're going to take the opposite hand all the way back, and the fingertips and the fingers wrap around the top part of the foot, or you could bring it around the ankle, either one. Start to lift the knee up, let that shoulder roll back. You're stabilizing here, knee points towards the back wall, the heel might be towards the glute. If you want to add to this, you start to press the foot in, or the ankle in to the fingertips, keeping a long line here from shoulder to wrist, so the wrist is not bending, it is lengthened. Fingertips wrap around either the top part of the foot or wrap around the ankle so you could dorsiflex the foot. And let's exhale, we're going to gently release that. And let's come all the way back into our extended child's pose. One more breath here. Inhale, bring the gaze forward. Let's walk the hands to one side as we stretch over. Then lift the head. We're going to walk all the way through center and stretch to our opposite side. And let's bring it all the way back to center. So remember which leg you did as we come back up to all fours. Opposite leg, toes point up. Opposite hand. So remember, it's a diagonal here. Fingertips, fingers wrap around the top part of the foot. You could keep the foot pointed, or the fingers wrap around the ankle and you could dorsiflex the foot. Start to lift the knee, finding balance. Roll that shoulder back. And then when you can, start to bring pressure into the leg, into the fingertips, as it opens up that shoulder. And it also opens up our quad muscle here. Keeping balance, keeping our breath. And let's exhale, slowly release that, bring it back. And now we're going to tuck our toes under, come into our downward facing dog. Take a moment, let's walk it out, heel toe, bicycle the legs, the knees bend. Try to start finding a flat back as the head comes between the arms, shoulder width distance apart. And let's walk our feet to our hands today.
into our ragdoll. So ragdoll, knees are soft, feet hip width distance apart. Tuck the hands into the elbows. We're going to release all the way through the head, neck, shoulders. Torso is relaxed. Coming back into that deep breath. Now for here you have options. You can have that deep breath as we inhale and exhale through the spine, relaxing the body, or you can add movement into the hips by bending one knee at a time and allowing the hips to sway. Make sure to relax the torso so that it can take a gentle ride. Remember, it's up to you whether you want to keep still and focus on the breath or you want to add a gentle swing. And when we're ready, let's go ahead and release that. Keep those knees soft, tuck in the abs. And we're going to start glutes are tightening here as we press from the floor all the way overhead. Let's inhale, lengthen up and over. And exhale, we're bringing it back to the heart. As we're here at heart, we're going to step one foot back, hip width distance apart, and we're going to stay on high lunge here. So that means the back foot, heel is lifted, toes still point forward. We have the ball of the foot, right knee hinges and bends. We can see our toes and knee stacks right above our ankle. Let's open the arms here for our high lunge. So palms face forward. We have cactus arms, elbows open from the shoulders. Heart is open, our abs are tucked in. And let's exhale, bring it back. As we bring it back, hip width distance apart, palms come together. Press till the elbows and the arms are completely together and you're lifting off the chest. So now the arms are pressed together. Let's go ahead and bring it back down to the heart, elbows open to the sides. Step the opposite foot back. Stay up on high lunge by keeping the back heel lifted. Then let's open back up to our cactus, opening through the chest, through the shoulders, roll those shoulders back, abs are tight here. Still focusing on the breath and balance. Let's exhale. We're going to move forward again. As we step it forward, palms come together. Keep the elbows lifted. We're going to press all the way down. So hands zip to elbows. Looks like this. Compressing here as we lift those elbows off the chest. And then let's bring it back to heart center. Coming back to the leg we started on. Setting it back like we would for our high lunge. But this time we're going to let that back heel come in. The hips might have shifted open here. So let's sweep the hips back forward facing so that we can come into our warrior one. So we've set up for warrior here. Bring the arms up and over. Remember, right knee, the knee that's forward is stacking right above the ankle, and the leg that's back is completely lengthened. Nice deep breaths in our warrior one. We have one more breath. And let's exhale as if we're coming into warrior two. So that means arms out to the side. And then we're going to shift those legs. So start to shift the legs as you see that my heels are in, toes point out the same direction as my knees, because I'm going to hinge back and come into sun pose. So here we have sun pose, toes, knees point the same direction, ankle, knee alignment, hips are hinged back, glutes back, shoulders are relaxed, spine is lengthened, abs are tucked in. Nice deep breaths. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen all the way up and over, even press the palms together. Let's start to walk it back in. And lateral flexion. So hip width distance apart, soft knees, hips stabilize all the way down to the feet. And let's inhale. And exhale. Lateral flexion. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, lateral flexion. We have one more set. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. Stabilize from the hips down to the feet. Exhale to the other side.
And let's inhale back up. Exhale. Bring it all the way back and down. We're going to switch sides. Step the other foot forward. Let's set up for our warrior one. So as we set up for warrior one, remember the hips are forward facing. Bring the arms up and over. And come back into the breath. Navel tightens into the spine. We're lifting all the way up through. We're pressing into the soles of the feet. We feel nice and grounded here. We're strong. And we're going to exhale back into our sun pose. So as we open back center like we would warrior two, palms are face up. Remember to start to bring those feet back in so that the heels are inward, toes point out, same direction as the knees. Hinge back, palms up, sun pose. Nice deep breaths here. One more breath. And let's exhale. This time bring the arms down. Inhale, lengthen the legs, come all the way back up to that sun pose. We're going to move into star, so heel toe back into hip width distance apart. Let's stabilize one leg and lift the other. As we lift the other, dorsiflex those feet. So the toes point towards your shins. And just find balance here in our star. So this is balancing star. Let's exhale, gently bring it down. As we bring it down, bring hands to heart. The opposite leg, let's just bring knee high up. And just balance here with just one leg. This is prep for hand to toe pose. And let's exhale, bring it down. Let's go ahead and open the arms back out to that T, palms facing up. The leg we just lifted the knee, since it was the opposite, we're going to come back to it. So starting to move to that side, let's lift the leg. We're having our balancing star again. Dorsiflex the foot that is extended out to the side. Tight core, focused breath. Let's exhale, bring that foot down. Sweep the arms back through center heart. Remember, we're coming to that leg now that we just had up. Press it down. Let's have the other knee come up. Getting ready for that prep here as we balance on one leg. Knee up, dorsiflex the foot. Hands at heart. Let's go ahead and exhale. Bring that balance down. We're going to heel toe or just step it out here. We want to come into a nice straddle. Remember, you can grab a block here for straddle in the center. This might help with the hands so that we can come into a flat back. So maybe 2 blocks would probably be better actually. So let's inhale. We have the spreaded legs. Remember, toes point forward for our standing straddle here. So heels are directly behind those toes. Legs are open. Let's inhale. Knees are soft. And let's exhale. We're going to bring the arms all the way back behind us. Remember, this is when you could use a belt or towel. If the hands can't interlace or the fingers can't interlace, you can always use a towel or a belt here. Let's roll the shoulders back. Start to tighten those abs. Open up the heart. Let's bring the gaze up. Let's have a few breaths here. Opening through the heart. One more breath. Let's exhale. We're going to hinge forward. So flat back, the heart leads. Abs are still tight. You're going to lean forward down until you have come as far as you can. And let's lift those arms, hands up off the back as high as we can. Remember, those knees are soft. We're engaging our legs here. We really feel the muscles in our legs as they stabilize our feet, our body. And we're using our breath, focusing on each and every breath as we inhale and exhale through the nose. Let's exhale. We're going to release the hands. And
you can either bring them to the floor, you can bring them to the legs. And then let's bring our hands back to center. This is when you can have a block for each hand that helps you lift and have that flat back here. If you can do it without the block, you can also flatten the back. Lengthen all the way through the neck. Keep the knees soft. We're going to just walk over to one side.
Remember to take nice deep breaths. Let the breath relax the joints and the muscles, releasing that tension with each and every breath.
Let's gently walk it back through center. We're going to move all the way to the other side. Back to center. So if you happen to have one block and you weren't able to do two blocks, this is also a good time for our center twist. We're going to just use one hand in center. So you can use a block there, plant the hand, and then let's go ahead and open. Let's make sure that we're in center and have that flat back. And then inhale, let's open, stacking shoulder joints as we lengthen that arm up. Gently start to exhale. We're going to switch hands. So the other hand is now centered. And let's inhale to that windmill where we lift it up. Palm faces away from us. Stacking our shoulder joints, lengthening through our arms as the back is completely lengthened and flat. Exhale, bring it down. Soften those knees. Let's heel toe and come back. As we start to come back, hip width distance apart, let's move into monkey pose. So lengthen through the back, flat back, and an option to bring the gaze forward, opening through the gaze and heart and throat. And let's realign the back with the neck again. Glutes are tight. Inhale, reverse swan dive as we come all the way up with that flat back. Reach it up. And exhale. Let's bring our hands, making fists here for the low back, pressing into the low back. Hip width distance apart, soften those knees. Lift up through the heart. Lift up through the gaze. And remember, any neck issues, we bring the gaze forward. Let's tighten those glutes. So squeeze those glute muscles here. This helps protect the low back. And if you're ready, you feel like you can do more, you could bring more of a back bend into this by gliding the hands down. Keep alignment with the hips. Make sure that we can breathe in and out of the nose. And let's start to bring it back up. Remember, everything is tight, tight core. We're going to interlace the fingers again. Knees are soft. We're coming forward into chest expansion. So exhale, hinge at the hips, knees soft, and start to allow yourself to move forward, down, then lift the arms back up off the back. Let's exhale. As we exhale, we're going to release the hands, stacking as we hinge back into our chair. So remember, ankle, knee alignment, toes might lift, glutes are coming back. We have a nice flat back, hands at heart.
just taking a few deep breaths here in our chair pose. And let's go ahead and start to come back up. Inhale, stretch up and over. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. All right, we're gonna come back into our downward facing dog here. So hip width distance apart, soften those knees. Let's inhale up and over for overhead salute. Exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive down to the floor. Soften those knees, let's walk it into our downward facing dog. Inhale, we're gonna move into our plank pose. We wanna take a few deep breaths here in plank. So tighten those abs, roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Focusing on the breath as well as posture. And let's exhale, soften the knees down. We're gonna draw it all the way back. And this time we're coming into a wide leg and extended child's pose. So glutes to heels, let's open through the knees. Releasing ourselves forward and down. Come all the way back up. As we come up, we want to do a little more twisting, especially in our shoulders here. Really open the shoulders today. So we're going to move into eye of the needle. We're going to add our windmill to it. So stabilize, flatten the back. Let's inhale, one arm comes up into that windmill where we lengthen and stretch to the back. Lengthen arms as well. And let's exhale, palms gonna face up, eye of the needle as we move through that side. Release the head. Relax the shoulder. You can always keep it in kickstand, or you can draw the hand forward. You can walk it, opening the shoulder. And if you would like to add balance here, the way you are looking, the direction you are looking, that leg, we'll tuck the toes, extend back. Keep the toes tucked under as the leg extends. You have dorsiflexion here. Start to draw up through the heels, straight up towards the ceiling. This is adding balance to our eye of the needle pose. Exhale, we're going to release, bring the knee back, bring that arm back in the kickstand, press back up. And here where we're on all fours, we're going to move into two cat-cows. So let's inhale, cow, gaze forward, and exhaling into cat. Inhale back into cow, and exhale into cat. Inhale, flat back. We are moving to the other side. So plant that other hand down. Let's inhale, open up into our windmill on the opposite side that we started from. And let's exhale. We're going to sweep that arm through eye of the needle. Opposite side here. Head comes down, shoulder comes down. Welcome to our kickstand here with the opposite arm. Or start to reach forward, walk the hand back to the other side to open the shoulder more. You want to add balance challenge to this. It's just an option. You don't have to. You can stay right here and breathe. Balance option, tuck the toes under of the side that you're looking to and elongate through that leg all the way back. Keep the dorsiflexion in the foot and simply bring the heel up towards the ceiling. Continue breathing and balancing here. And let's
start to bend that knee, that leg that was up, bring it back under the hip. Start to bring that hand back into kickstand if it was out. Pressing back up. Let's come back to center. We want to come back into 2 more cat-cow. So let's inhale, coming into cow. And exhale, moving into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhaling, cat. We're going to come all the way down to the floor. So start to make it. So as we come all the way down to the floor here, you can bend those knees. We're going to roll back. As we come rolled back, let's bring knees towards the chest. Give ourselves a tight squeeze, head towards the knees, and gently rock left and right here. Let's go ahead and press the soles of the feet down, hip width distance apart. And in fact, if you have a brick or ball, you can grab the brick or ball. We are going to move into a modified bridge. So let's have that hip width distance apart. Those heels are close to the glutes. You can open up the knees to bring the brick or the ball. Remember, it's a few inches above the knee. Bring the palms face down. Let's inhale and lift the hips as we squeeze that brick or ball. Let's take a few deep breaths. So on the breaths, we inhale, expand through the stomach, through the torso. And on the exhales, we're navel to spine. One more breath. And let's exhale, release. As we release, let's take that same brick or ball, and we're going to lift up just a little because we want to take it down the midline of our back and between the shoulder blades, maybe a little bit lower than the shoulder blades. We want to come into our fish pose. This is going to be our restorative fish pose since we're using a brick or ball in between the shoulder blades and a little bit further down from the shoulder blades. So think of coming towards your waist. And it's just slightly down. You're going to release the head, the crown of the head. So we're trying to activate again the crown chakra today. So that's the crown of the head here. Hopefully that's what will touch the ground with the brick or ball, finding that center where it touches the ground. Then you can open the hands, palms face up. And when you're ready, if your low back is ready, you can extend through the legs, hip width distance apart. Now let's rotate the palms facing down. So our elbows are soft and fairly close to the body in our restorative fish here. Crown of the head is gently touching the ground. We're going to open up the palms again, so rotate palms open. And then let's rotate to palms down towards our mat. So we're just gently rotating. Elbows stay grounded here. Inhale, let's do palms face up. Exhaling, palms face down. When you're ready and done with fish, let's rebend the knees. Let's go ahead and roll to our left side. And as we do, we can take that brick or ball from underneath us and move it completely out of the way. Coming back to our back here. Let's open the arms to that T pose. And as we open the arms to our T pose, we're going to come up into tabletop with knees. So that means knee, hip alignment. They're stacking for our tabletop. Our abs are tucked in and pressing down into the earth so we feel the back. The back is grounded into the earth, and then as that tight core, we're just going to allow the legs to move to one side. Here the arms stay open, the shoulders stay grounded, the head is grounded. We have a couple of options. One option is take the hand of the side that you rotated to and bring it on top of the leg, the top leg, and start to press down towards the earth. This opens up the low back a little more. Another option is take the head from center, looking up at the ceiling, and look over the opposite shoulder to stretch all the way through the neck and head. Nice deep breaths here. Let's go ahead and release our options if we have them. So open that arm, bring the head back to center, draw the knees into the chest, tuck those abs in, round the back, come back to center, give yourself a hug, gently rock left and right here. Then release head, neck, shoulders, open those arms. Let's allow the legs to fall to the other side. As you come open to the other side, you're twisting. Option again to take that hand and bring it on top of the legs and gently press down to the earth. The other option is to take the gaze over the opposite shoulder. To release the gaze, releasing our options. That arm opens back up, tighten those abs, bring the knees to the chest, round the back, tighten those abs. As we come back to center, give yourself a squeeze, and this time maybe rocking and rolling, whether it be up and down circles or side to side. So here we're just massaging the back. We want to get ready for Shavasana. We want to make sure we're nice and comfortable and that the back is ready to release and relax into our mat, back into the earth. And let's go ahead and start to release the soles of the feet. Getting ready for Shavasana. Grab yourself pillows, blankets, props. Remember, you can have a rolled towel to support the neck. You can bring pillows and blocks for the knees to support the low back. You could even bring a chair and put your legs up on a chair. This will really help press the low back into the floor, especially if we have any low back injuries. If you can, let's extend all the way down to the ends of the mat. Palms are face open. We're shutting our eyes, maybe taking a moment to squeeze and contract the muscles. And then allow those feet to flap open. Allow yourself to be comfortable here. You always want to be comfortable during meditation so that you'll keep coming back. Nice deep breaths. So getting back in touch with our breath here. Each breath relaxing. So as we exhale, we're releasing that stress. On the next exhale, you're releasing tension. Releasing any anxieties. On your next exhale, releasing any worries that you might have about your future, about this present moment, about the past. We're just letting go of all worries. Coming back to our centered thought. I am fully present with myself and others. I am fully present with myself and others. I am fully present with myself and others. And a small quote by Ram Dass. The quieter you become, the more you can hear
Today we explore one of the richest gifts we have to offer others: deep listening. In the enlightening stillness of meditation, we open into our expanded awareness and then allow that awareness to fully open and available to another person. Deep listening connects our relationships, being to being, heart to heart. This is what it is to listen to another person with full awareness. When our awareness is completely present for someone, they feel heard, they feel seen, they feel felt. This deep listening establishes a profound intimacy and sense of security and opens the way for transformation in the relationship. Taking a moment to think about the different people you have interacted with today, yesterday. How well have you listened? Were you distracted, impatient, or were you fully present? Consider all things that may have stopped you from listening and how you might expand your capacity to listen. Attention and practice with the art of listening will change your life experience. Take a moment now to listen deeply to your heart. Taking 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Feeling the sensations in the silent space in the middle of your chest. Getting in touch with ourselves. Messages, images, feelings, or maybe some understandings. Allow yourself to take a moment to reflect. Present with myself and others. I am fully present with myself and others. And then take a moment here as we have a silent mantra. Akhando hum. Akhando hum. Akhando hum. I am without limits. Akhando hum means I am without limits in Sanskrit. To release our Akhando hum, our silent mantra. Coming back to our breath, starting to reawaken the body as we bring movement with each and every breath here. Remember, if we were lying on the ground, we can move to our left side and feel
fetal position, knees towards the chest. And when you're ready, we're going to push away the floor with our hands and arm strength. So try to use arm, hand strength. You can always extend that upper top leg for balance. And then bring ourselves all the way back up. Thank you for joining me yoga today. Hope you all have a good day. Namaste. Namaste.